Hey guys, the Bot Builder's back and welcome to another episode of Robot Wars Omega Series 2. And this is where we finally reached a big one. We only have 4 more episodes left, and the first of these 2 is the semi-finals. Yes, that is right, it is semi-final week. We've whittled down the field of 60 robots all the way down to 30, and by the end of this episode, we'll be saying goodbye to 13 of those robots. Now, of course, we already have 5 semi-finalists in this semi-final who made it through the heats, but there is still one spot left open in this semi-final, and that will be decided through the first of our 10 Robot Rumbles. So let's just not hesitate, and let's jump straight into it now. Bronco, Cyber Spinner, seeded number 16, Death Roll, seeded number 1 and reigning champions, Rapid, Chaos 2. Seeded number 10, Aftershock, Weedy Big Cheese, Blood Pumper, Crustacean, Demolition Evo. Now, of course, I would like to say the rules. There are no house robots in here. That will just make the arena too chaotic and too full up, not enough fighting space. And this will be last robot standing, no time limit. And if a robot is immobilized, you either have to push them in the pit or flip them out of the arena for them to truly be counted as eliminated. But if they're immobilized and then they come back to life, that's fair game. If a robot goes into the pit and they manage to get out, that will still be counted as them eliminated. So now that we've got all the rules out of the way for the 10 Robot Rumble, let's get this fight started to see who of our 6 semi-finalists will be in Semi-Final A. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1... Activate. So here we go. We have a 10 Robot Rumble already, Demolition Evo trying to flip up Bronco, and this is going to be excellent stuff here. We have so much rivalries on offer here. Chaos 2 and Rapid, they've got a rivalry that's been going on. Blood Pumper and Rapid as well. They fought in the Ultimate Challenge. Weedy Big Cheese with that big powerful flipper. I think Aftershock eliminated Weedy Big Cheese. No, that was Metal Morgue. But Weedy Big Cheese, of course, got revenge on them. Weedy Big Cheese trying to go after Aftershock. Aftershock is the first one to fall. Well, that was very quick, wasn't it? And Death Roll trying to get rid of Rapid. Chaos 2 being chewed up right there by Death Roll. And in comes Blood Pumper, coming with a huge flip. Now, of course, the second place finishers of this, of the 10 Robot Rumble, will be seeded for the next series. If Rapid doesn't come second, they'll also be seeded due to being Series 1 champions. But they'll be seeded quite lowly. In comes Blood Pumper, coming with a great flip right there in onto Bronco. Blood Pumper trying to come with a flip. In comes Blood Pumper, coming with another good flip right there and onto Demolition Evo. Weedy Big Cheese trying to get rid of Cyber Spinner. Cyber Spinner trying to cause some damage, trying to slice up the cheese. Oh, but now they come with a good hit onto Blood Pumper, and these two have got a rivalry going as well. Of course, Blood Pumper lost to Cyber Spinner in the Ultimate Challenge Championships. That's how they lost their title. They then lost their chance to win it back after Turbo flipped them out of the arena. Blood Pumper trying to flip up Demolition Evo. Cyber Spinner trying to wrap up their spinning blade. Demolition Evo trying to come with a good lift up right there. We have 2 champions in here in Rapid and Cyber Spinner. One of them on camera, the other off camera. Demolition Evo have been flipped up and over, and I think Rapid are going to try and get rid of them. Although Weedy Big Cheese are getting that wedge in underneath Demolition Evo, trying to flip them up and over. Not getting eliminated yet, though. We haven't seen the machine get eliminated since we saw Aftershock's quick departure. Chaos 2, though, coming with a good flip right there in onto Crustacean. That was a humongous hit right there from Death Roll. Of course, the floor flipper and drop zones will be in effect as well, but only when a machine is... No, they won't be in effect, because if a machine comes back from the dead, then it won't be classed as immobilized. Weedy Big Cheese, though, still manages to get Chaos 2 out of the arena. But in comes Crustacean, who now's got a good grab win onto one of the axles and Weedy Big Cheese. Bronco, of course, self-rise. I would love to see Bronco and Weedy Big Cheese duke it out. 2 of the best flippers in Robot Wars Omega, especially this series, I would say. And look at this by Crustacean. Crustacean looked to be in trouble. Rapid flips up Demolition Evo. Blood Pumper flips Rapid out of the arena. And the reigning champions are gone, and that is a shame. That is an upset. I consider that an upset anyway. So, and that just leaves Death Roll as the only seeded machine left in this, as we already just saw the departure of Rapid and Aftershock. Of course, Rapid they'll be seeded next series due to their legacy as Series 1 champions. Weedy Big Cheese comes with a good flip right there and onto Crustacean. Crustacean have been flipped up and over. Blood Pumper comes with another flip. Cyber Spinner comes with a massive attack right there. Blood Pumper, they're trying to get rid of Bronco. This is an incredibly good fight, and The next one will also have a 10 Robot Rumble as well. So we get 2 10 Robot Rumbles this series. And look at Crustacean's claw, all buckled and bent. It's not really a pleasant looking Crustacean, is it? Willy McCheese comes with a great flip right there and onto Cyber Spinner, trying to flip them over and out. But not succeeding. And Cyber Spinner trying to knock Willy McCheese in. And Crustacean, are they going to do it? Yes, Crustacean pits the cheese. Down the pit goes Willy McCheese. Crustacean have been doing pretty well, actually. They've been a very quiet machine. No one expected them to get this far, but they have done well. And they've beaten some good machines in the process, like Tornado. Oh, but Bronco comes with a humongous flip there. That was a great flip right there in onto Crustacean. And, well, there's only 6 robots left. We've already seen 4 go out. Bronco trying to come with a good flip. Demolition Evo trying to go after Blood Pumper, but Blood Pumper trying to eliminate them by flipping them out the arena. Although Cyber Spinner comes with a good strong hit right there. In onto Blood Pumper. Blood Pumper being smashed away and Bronco trying to come with a good flip. Cyber Spinner, I think they want to get rid of Blood Pumper here. Blood Pumper in trouble. And honestly, all you got to do is just flip Cyber Spinner up and over and try and flip them out. They aren't the most difficult machine to eliminate, but they're all staying away from them there. They see them as the biggest threat. And honestly, I don't blame you lot. Willy McCheese gets smashed out the pit, but not quite out the pit. Either way, it still wouldn't really count. And Blood Pumper comes with a great flip onto Cyber Spinner. Could they get the revenge that they need? Oh, Crustacean, no. I think Crustacean were trying to get him in the grass so they can pit them or something like that. But they really did cost that, and Cyber Spinner back into it. Sorry about that. Some idiot put a stupid ad roll in a music video, so yeah, that is just dumb. Cyber Spinner now trying to come with a big hit right, trying to smash Blood Pumper up and out the arena. Death Roll trying to knock Demolition Evo out the arena, and Demolition Evo are gone. Out the arena they go, and Death Roll now trying to cause some more damage in onto Crustacean. In comes Bronco, who eliminates. There goes Blood Pumper just like that, and Cyber Spinner now trying to cause some more damage in onto Bronco. Bronco suffering here at the minute. They have suffered a lot of damage to their weaponry here. And I think Cyber Spinner aren't going to relent until they've either smashed them out the arena or done something worse. Bronco, the only flipper left in this fight. Crustacean amazed me to last this long, but I don't think they're going to last much longer because they have to deal with the Australian entrance of Death Roll. Cyber Spinner, meanwhile, trying to come for another big shot right there. Of course, Cyber Spinner made it to the Heat Finals before being beaten out by Roadkill. Bronco trying to eliminate the Crab now, and out the arena goes. Out the arena goes Crustacean, but oh, a big shot right there from Death Roll. And Death Roll comes with another hit right there. And I think they're going to try and eliminate Bronco. And Bronco seem to be stuck up against the arena wall. And that is Bronco gone. So the first robot to win this 10 Robot Rumble will be a spinner. But which spinner will it be? Will it be Cyber Spinner or will it be Death Roll? Death Roll flip themselves up and over. But they do manage to get back up. And honestly, I think this might go down to either one of these machines going down the pit or something else, something or other. Because remember, there's no mobilization. You have to actually eliminate your opponents. And that is honestly allowed Cyber Spinner to thrive in this. But look at Death Roll's spinner. Death Roll has suffered immense damage to their spinner at the hands of that destructive blade that belongs to Cyber Spinner. And Death Roll looks to be in trouble here. And Cyber Spinner are causing all sorts of damage. Death Roll, they came second in the Royal Rumble. They would like to win the 10 Royal Rumble, get into the semi-finals, but at this rate, I don't think they will. I mean, they're guaranteed a seeding now for Series 3, but oh, and off goes the spinner. And that was what Cyber Spinner needed. And they're going to get rid of Death Roll. And this pre-Series 2 champion has been a monster this series. And they really are back on top form. I don't think I'm fairly certain that's out the arena. Although I think Cyber Spinner, they just want to make it even more clearer that, yeah, oh, it's definitely out the arena now. And Cyber Spinner, they go through to the semi-finals. Seats. Well, that was an absolutely bloody and brutal display there. Destroyed poor Death Roll, smashing them out the arena, as well as eliminating many other great robots. Cyber Spinner, they go through to the series semi-finals. Death Roll, unfortunate to you, unfortunate to the other robots as well. Surprised Aftershock and Rapid went as quickly as they did. But we will get a new series champion, or will the pre-series champion win their first televised championship? So now we have our 6th semi-finalist for this semi-final. We can get the battles off and underway. Of course, by the end of this, 2 of these 6 machines will go into the grand final. And, well, in our first fight, we see Foxic, the 13th seed, made it through Heat A after pushing Gravity out the arena in a surprise Heat win. From Heat C, we have Firestorm, the number 4 seeds, beat Diamond Storm after a really good close flipper fight. And, of course, the new boys, the unseeded robot Endgame, made it through Heat E after destroying the 9th seed's Cobalt. And in the core patrol zone for the CPZ, 2 robots who are incredibly eager to get ready for this semi-final. It's Virus and Rhino. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So, of course, same format as the Heat. So one robot will go through to the Elite 8 from this. The other 2 have to fight for redemption. And Firestorm already comes with a great flip right now onto Endgame. Firestorm, though, flipped up and over by Foxic, the 13 seeds. The robots here are tougher, they're stronger, and they're much more aggressive. So Endgame, the new boys, you might have to struggle here because you've got to contend with 2 pretty good seeded machines. But you're contending with them pretty well right there. Look at that, uppercutting Firestorm. And Firestorm are already feeling the force of that ferocious spinner of Endgame, who are currently trying to chew them up. And they're trying to get rid of Firestorm, the 4 seeds. And not trying to get rid of them. I think they're trying to outright eliminate them. I think they see them as the biggest threat here. And they've smashed the 30 Foxic out the arena. Well, they've been anything but unlucky, but I think their road is going to come to an end here in this semi-final. Not roadkill, they're in the next semi-final. Rhino comes with a great slam right there and onto Firestorm. Firestorm now comes with a good flip right now onto Endgame. Endgame then flips up and over, but they self-right. Honestly, I just need to say this now. Endgame have been one of the most impressive machines this entire series. They've never broke a sweat and they've been dominant throughout. And they've taken out some impressive machines. And I think at this break, they're going to try and get rid of Firestorm, the 4th seed. Firestorm, of course, the All-Stars champions, runners-up of the Champion of Champions. And they come with another good flip right now onto Endgame. Now, Firestorm, they do have good driving skill, so they could beat Endgame if they really tried, but Firestorm trying to flip Endgame up against the arena sidewall. Endgame getting flipped up by Firestorm again. Endgame gets flipped up and over though. And Firestorm though gets uppercutted again by that ferocious spinner, and again! Firestorm have been knocked up and over. And Rhino comes with a great slam again. Firestorm are upended, they're on their backs. They're trying to self-right, but Endgame aren't letting them. They're going to make sure Firestorm are the ones who will fall out of them 2. But Firestorm are doing very well to survive, but Endgame comes with yet another good uppercut, and again. This is incredible stuff right here from Endgame. This Firestorm, they're a veteran, they've made it here before, but Endgame doesn't care, and they smash them out the arena. Seats. Well, that is a statement to prove. I thought Endgame made it through the weakest heat, but that just proves that they do deserve to be here, eliminating Firestorm and Foxic, and now they're just only 1 fight away from the grand final. But who will also join Endgame in the Elite 8? Will it be Nexus, made it through Heat G, pulling off an immense upset, taking out the 8 seeds and Account Mayhem and Seed Slaughter champ Scrapper? Will it be the 7th seeds Eruption, with that powerful flipper? They beat Bot from the Blue in an excellent flipper fight in their Heat final. Or will it be Cyber Spinner, who we just saw made it through the 10 Robot Rumble? And in the Core Patrol Zone for the CPZs, we have Virus, who's certainly hoping to cause any deadly viruses and hacks onto any of these robots' control boards. And we have Growler. He's a good boy, but trust me, he becomes a bad boy when high stakes are involved. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go. Cyber Spinner has to contend with 2 flippers. So this might be a tough challenge for them here. Especially considering Nexus and Eruption are 2 of the most controlled flippers we've seen this series. Both of them have been impressive already, but Nexus already trying to right Eruption. Maybe they're going to try and team up in onto Cyber Spinner here, because Cyber Spinner are definitely the big threat here. The big threat for them here. Eruption, the 7th seed, They didn't act. They made it through the 10 Royal Rumble last series. They didn't need to, of course. This is very interesting though. They're all going after Cyber Spinner. All machines are going after Cyber Spinner. They're going after the former champions. The former champions. Nexus now going to try and have a go at Cyber Spinner, but Cyber Spinner managing to escape. This is like a 2v1. This is. But Cyber Spinner are dealing with both of these powerful flippers incredibly well. And now they're going to try and get rid of Eruption. And Eruption, I think they're in the pit. Yes, Eruption are in the pit. So this just means it's now down to Cyber Spinner and Nexus. Nexus are on their backs. Nexus look vulnerable. They look in trouble. And Nexus now, Cyber Spinner trying to cause some more damage in onto Nexus. Nexus being smashed around right here at the minute. Nexus, though, do self-right. A very good quick self-right right there. But now they're in the clutches of Virus. And Virus has grabbed hold of Nexus. Nexus do eventually get dropped back down. But Cyber Spinner comes with another big hit with that destructive spinner. And again, Nexus on their backs. And this is why Cyber Spinner won pre-Series 4. This is why they have a reputation as one of the best robots in Road Wars Omega history. It damages machines. It doesn't destroy them. It eviscerates them. It obliterates them. And Nexus is the next robot in line to feel the force of the powerful spinner of Cyber Spinner. And we all knew it would happen eventually. Nexus gets smashed out the arena by that destructive spinner, those two deadly spinning clubs. And Cyber Spinner, they advance to the Elite Eight. Cease. Wow, that was a very good performance there by Cyber Spinner. And, you know, I may have said it to describe other machines, but if you didn't believe the hype of Cyber Spinner, you better believe it now. They just took out two of the deadliest flippers in this competition still left with ease, without breaking a sweat, and they go through to the Elite Eight. But before we get into the Elite Eight, here is our first of our redemption rounds. We have the number 4 seed Firestorm with that good strong front hinge flipper. Struggled against Endgame. Endgame punted them out the arena, but they have made it to the top 4 before. Can they do it again? Well, they need to get through the redemption rounds, and in their way is the 7th seed's Eruption. They've never been so lucky. They haven't made it to the top 4 yet, but they are still an incredibly good machine. Made it to the top 6 last series, and they hope to go further. And Core Patrol's aim for the CPZs. We have Matilda with her front flipping tusks, and we have Growler once again, who is certainly hoping to show that his bite is definitely much worse than his bark. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go, a fight between two flippers. Eruption with their very own flipper, Firestorm also with their own flipper. Two really good robots actually here. Firestorm comes with a good flip right down onto Eruption. Eruption flips up and over. Although Eruption trying to self-right, Firestorm trying to flip Eruption up against the arena wall. Eruption, can they self-right? Firestorm currently right now are the ones who are on top here, controlling Eruption. Eruption, no, they do manage to get back up, and Firestorm been flipped up and over. Firestorm, they self-right, and now there comes another good flip right there and onto Eruption. Eruption flipped up and over. Firestorm currently right now are on top, and they are the ones who are dominating the 7th seeds here. Of course, Firestorm seeded 4, so they will have to be the favourites, seeded higher. The All-Stars champions, runners-up of the Champion of Champions, and they're looking to win Series 2 here as well. And another good flip right there and onto Eruption. Eruption gets flipped up and over, but look at their quick self-righting. Just look at how quick it can self-right. And now they're getting underneath Firestorm, and they're flipping them up and over. And Eruption are retaliating back with some good, strong flips of their very own. And Eruption comes with another good, strong flip right there and onto Firestorm. And again, and Firestorm are on the front flipping tusks of Matilda. And Firestorm gets flipped up and over, but they self-right in fantastic style. Of course, Firestorm won winners of multiple other favorite series. They won Robots Great War and Anderson Arm 2 series as well. Eruption, winners of a real-life series of Road Wars, Series 10, but they want to win Road Wars Omega as well, Series 2. Both these machines came very close last series, and they're back in the semi-finals yet again. And Eruption comes with another good strong flip, and they're trying to get Firestorm out of here. Firestorm flipped up and over though, and Firestorm self-rise, but they managed to come with another good flip onto Eruption. These two are two of the best flippers in Road Wars Omega, but not only that, they're two of the best controlled as well. Growler comes with another great slam right there. Of course, Firestorm driven by Alex Mordew. Eruption, driven by Michael Oates, two incredibly experienced drivers. But Firestorm now trying to flip Eruption back up. Now Eruption comes with another good flip, and again onto Firestorm. And Firestorm are slowly going back down the ranks here. Eruption are retaliating back with some more very good flips, and they flip them out of the arena. Oh, great elimination there by Eruption. And honestly, I thought Firestorm were going to win that, but Eruption came in from behind and flipped them out of the arena. Well done to Eruption. They go through to the Elite 8 after a very impressive flipper fight that was. Very well controlled to get Firestorm out of the arena, and they go through to the Elite 8. But now we're here to see who will fit in the final spot in our first half of the Elite 8 in this semi-final. Will it be the 13th seed Foxic? Ironically, despite being seed 13, they've been quite lucky to get this far, but has the Danby Curse finally struck up in the worst possible time as they take on Nexus, the Amway Anarchy Legends. And the Core Patrols are for the CPZ. We have Growler and Rhino, so all we know is that these arena walls are certainly going to get a battering. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. No. Activate. So here we go, a big flipper versus a very good controlled lifter, and already Foxic gets right underneath Nexus. Foxic, one of two seeds that's in this, of course. Eruption made it through, taking out Firestorm, and then Nexus comes with a huge flip right down to Foxic, but Foxic self-rights very, very quickly. And now they've got a hold of Nexus. Nexus being pushed into the arena wall. Foxic, they're on their backs, but they do self-right. Nexus comes with a good strong flip though. Right there in onto Foxic. Nexus comes with another good powerful flip. And they're trying to flip Foxic through the air at the minute. The 13th seed. Unlucky for some the number, but they've certainly had quite a fair share of luck. They beat Donald Thump in the redemption round, might remind you. Oh, and a huge slam right there by Rhino, but Nexus comes with a good flip right there onto Foxic. Foxic very nearly went down the pit just then, but they did manage to just narrowly avoid it. Nexus comes with another good strong flip though. And they're retaliating back very well here, but Foxic just seems to be lower to the ground. And right now, I will say Foxic are the ones who are on top here. And Nexus, oh, for a second I thought they were in trouble, but they do manage to escape. Growler though do come with a huge slam right there and onto Nexus. And now Growler are trying to cause a lot of damage right here. Trying to cause unspoken damage to Nexus here. Nexus, they're on their backs. They do self-right though. Foxic lifts Nexus up and over again. Rhino gonna come with yet another slam, and this is just showing off their good driving skill here, Foxic are. Foxic, of course, heat finalists in the last series, didn't make it any further, lost in the 10-round rumble, but they certainly came back to very much impress and improve on their old performance by quite a fair bit as well. Nexus though do come with a huge flip, and Foxic went flying yet again. Oh, and another big flip right there. But Foxic lifts Nexus up and over. Nexus, they're on their backs, but they self-right in fine style right there. Nexus do come with another good flip right down onto Foxic, and again, and they very nearly got Foxic out of the arena, but Foxic teetering and tottering, but they just managed to stay in. Nexus flips Foxic up and over. Nexus trying to come with yet another good strong flip right down to Foxic. Although Foxic lifts up Nexus, and are they going to try and lift him out of the arena? Nexus still staying in. This is a very, very good battle here. Nexus, of course, made it to the top 16 in the World Championships. Of course, they've done way better than the top 16, top 12. Nexus, though, comes with another good flip right down to Foxic. Foxic gets his flipped up and over. Nexus beaten by Minotaur in the World Championships. They've never had too much success on camera until now, where they really got to show what they're really made of. And Foxic gets slammed right there. This is a very, very good battle here. It's going to be really close for the judges to call if it does go to the judges. Nexus do come with yet another good flip. Foxic gets another flip through the air right there by Nexus. Although Foxic managing to get in underneath Nexus yet again. And honestly, I think it is going to be close. I think it might go to the judges, and if it does, they will have an incredibly tough time to decide who will come on top here. And Foxic comes with another great push right there. And Nexus gets a slam. And I think this fight is going to go to the judges any second now. Cease. And it does. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough one for them to call. Both machines side by side, just shows you how close it was. But who will come out on top here, and who will go through to the Elite 8? The judges at arena side have called in 2-1 split decision. But the judges feel that the robot who came out on top on on aggression, on aggression and damage is the 13th seed Foxic. Well, Foxic, they really have surpassed their record now. They're in the Elite 8. Now, that is incredible stuff for them. I never expected them to get this far. I will be honest. I thought Nexus would walk over to Fox and shut them out, but no. Foxic, they go through to the Elite 8, and, well, the Elite 8 now is looking very interesting. And here's the first of our fights in the Elite 8. We have Endgame. I would have to call these guys the favourites here. Such an impressive spinner. They've destroyed so many robots on the way to get here. And can they destroy yet another seed in the process? The 7th seed's Eruption. The big powerful flipper beat Firestorm, to my surprise actually. But can they get past the Kiwi killer, Endgame? And in the core patrol zone for the CPZs, we have Matilda for her front flipping Tussum, rear spinning flywheel, and Rhino. He's just a beast. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. Oh, here we go. The winner of this will go into the grand final. Of course, there's going to be the redemption final for the robots who lose in the Elite 8 to fight for 5th place before the grand final as well. But that will be next week. Eruption coming with a humongous flip right there and onto Endgame. Endgame, no. Trying to come with their wrist. Trying to come with their spinner. Eruption being flipped up and over. Eruption being knocked about right here in a minute. Although Eruption trying to come with a flip right there onto Endgame. Eruption trying to flip Endgame up and over. But Eruption now getting underneath Endgame. And that was a huge flip right there by Eruption. Endgame still staying on their feet though. Eruption comes in with another good strong flip. Endgame though, self-righting using those sunglasses, self-righting. Eruption comes in with another flip as well. And you can just see the gyroscopic speed Endgame flies through the air with. Eruption trying to get in underneath Endgame. Yeah, once again to come with yet another good strong flip. Eruption though, now being chewed up by the spinner of Endgame. Endgame trying to come down. Ferocious spinner! And they knock Eruption out of the arena. And well, we will get a New Zealand rep in the grand final. Cease. Well, that was a very good performance right there by Endgame. The fight didn't last too long, and they smash Eruption out of the arena. And they will be the first robot to progress through to the grand final. But who will join Endgame in the grand final? Will it be Cyber Spinner, that ferocious, that vicious full body spinner, one of the deadliest robots around? Or will it be Foxic, the number 13 seed, the only seed left in this semi-final? And Core Patrol Zone for the CPZs. They didn't do anything last fight, they didn't really need to. It's Matilda and Rhino. Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate. So here we go. Foxic, they just have one tactic. And that tactic is to flip Cyber Spinner up and over. But at this rate, I don't think they really are going to. Because Cyber Spinner have already knocked Foxic up and over. The pre-series champions. But Foxic was managing getting underneath Cyber Spinner. Can they do it? Can they flip them up and over? They're trying so hard, but Cyber Spinner managing to get away. And they come another hit right down to Foxic. And again, Foxic have amazed me to get this far, but I don't think they're going to go any further, especially with this beast in the ring. This controlled killer. I mean, Cyber Spinner is one of the most controlled full body spinners I've seen. It plans out its attacks very well. It's a very well driven machine, and for a machine without a stream egg, we very rarely see them get flipped. It's got such a low ground clearance, it's got such great driving skill, and I think Foxic will be the next one to fall here. Matilda gets a hit right there, and Cyber Spinner comes in with yet another big shot right there. Foxic, they're struggling to self-right, and you can see why, because Cyber Spinner aren't letting them. They're not letting them. They know the threat Foxic's lifter can bring, and they're not giving them a chance to self-right. And Cyber Spinner trying to come with more damage. Oh, they very nearly went in the pit then. They very nearly did. But they managed to stop the brakes. Foxy, though, they do self-right. They do get back up and over. Oh, but getting a hit right there to the front nose of Foxic. Cyber Spinner still trying to rev up that spinner. Cyber Spinner trying to cause some more damage right there. Foxic on their side, but they do manage to get back up. Oh, they very nearly got them out of the arena. But they're going to get them in the pit instead. And Foxic have been pitted. And they go back down under into those bins to try and scrounge for food. Whereas Cyber Spinner are the ones who will go through to the grand final seats. Well, YouTube isn't going to like this fight very much. We just saw a Foxic get its face ripped off by a deadly spinner. But that is just the tail of the tape, and Cyber Spinner are our second grand finalist. They go through along with Endgame, and this year has really been the year of the spinners, hasn't it? We already have 2 spinners in the grand finals, 1 vertical, 1 full-bodied. And we already have Endgame and Cyber Spinner in the grand finals. And we'll see you again next Thursday to see who else will go into the grand final. Will we get another spinner? Well, the next one is quite flipper heavy, as we do have some great machines in there like Danton Kia, the 11th Seeds, and Ripper. But we do have a couple other interesting robots, such as Whiplash, the US champions and champion of champions, the 3rd seed, the highest seed left. As well as some underdogs in Plan B, the 18th seeds, and the Ultimate Challenge Champions Roadkill. And we'll also get a second 10 Robot Rumble, so you don't want to miss it. But for now, Cyber Spinner and Endgame both go through to the grand final, and I will see you lot again next time for the next semi-final of Robot Wars Omega. But until next time, the Bot Builder, out.